Hey everyone, welcome back. So I am really excited for having just hit 2,000 subscribers on my channel, and I'm really excited as well for what the future holds. I absolutely adore the support that I get from Team Therapeutic. A lot of you guys may notice I try to respond to every single comment, and I will always try to do that because I always appreciate that you guys take time out of your day to leave me a thoughtful comment, even if it is just about saving 15% or more on your car insurance. Thank you to everyone who left a question on the post that I made, and I'm going to speedrun these questions. So let's get started. Andon asks, what was the first game you played when you were little? I would say probably Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo, like the OG Nintendo. Yes, I'm old. Toons asked, if you could get Rec Room to make a new quest, what would the quest be about? Oh gosh, I would have to say something to do with either going back in time, something to do with dinosaurs maybe, or an underwater quest, or something to do with cowboys, like Western style. I think those goblins would look very adorbs in little cowboy hats. Blockster asks, did you ever expect to make it this big on YouTube? Yes. Long story short, yes. And I also hope to hit 10K, 20K, 50K, 100K. I believe in dreaming big. I know that if I keep working on my content and improving my editing skills and working on a strong community, that I can achieve those goals. I live my life in the same way. I kind of just end up obsessing over the things that I want really badly, and I just don't stop daydreaming about them or thinking about them until I get them. And I've never really had an issue getting what I want, so I truly believe in focusing on your goals and realizing that anything is possible. Gregory and Reborn Wolf Gaming both asked me, how did I get my username? Why did I go with that username? Well, I like how it's a play on the word therapeutic. It really fits my personality because I'm always wanting to ask questions about why we feel the way we do about things. And I do like having in-depth conversations with people, especially if, at the end of it, I can make them feel better about a problem that they're having. Eventually, I would like to do more of like Let's Talk live streams where we can just talk about anything and everything. That's my goal on my channel. Christian, do you have a job outside of YouTube? Yes, I do. I run an online store with a website called Etsy, which takes up about a quarter of my time, but makes me about 95% of my income. So it's really nice. I can spend the other 3/4 of my time doing YouTube and not have to worry about it so much. So it's pretty sweet. And Christian's follow-up question, do you have friends IRL? Nope. Thaddeus, what horror map scared you the most? I would have to say the Crazed Man that I played on my spooky stream last week. Other than that, when I first started playing, Wendigo actually scared me a lot because I had never played any horror maps before. I remember I was just like huddled in the church in Wendigos screaming to my friends. I thought I was literally going to die and rip off my headset. My friend Ash did ask me a few questions, so I'm just going to run through them quickly. What is your favorite horror map in Rec Room? I would have to say Carnival of Carnage. It's just very well made. A lot of the horror maps do get boring after you play through them once or twice, but this one has so many details that you could just keep going back to it. What was your favorite video to film on your channel? I'm going to go with the truth about being a RecTuber. I was kind of experiencing some burnout at the time, so filming that was really helpful to me just to get all those things off my chest and hearing all the positive feedback, and I did have fun filming it just because I had so much to say on the topic. Any tips that you want to give to people who want to start making Rec Room videos? Yes, absolutely. I'm full of tips. Always watch channels that teach you how to do YouTube, like Nick Nimmin and Roberto Blake. Those are the two that I watch the most. Always strategize about your content. It's not just luck, trust me, it is strategy. Do keyword research with free Chrome add-ons like TubeBuddy. That's one that I use. That way you can tweak your title to make sure it's something that people are searching for. Are you putting out content that you yourself would actually watch? Would you watch it the whole way through? If the answer is no, then definitely switch up what you're doing. Most of all, have fun, because if you're not having fun, it will definitely show. Last question from Ash is, what is your emu's favorite thing to do in the summer? They really love to have pool time. I don't know why. They just love pool time. Clips Kingdom. What is your favorite community room in Rec Room? That's a tough one. I really like a bunch of community rooms. Taco Winter House is one of my faves, as well as Aladdin and Spotted. I love Spotted. Galaxy asks, what made you choose Rec Room over all the other games out there? I was just checking out free games to play on the Quest 2, came across Rec Room. I also tried VR chat, but it kind of just weirded me out. Hazy asks, what would you do if Gravity sold Rec Room to a different company? I mean, if it didn't affect me, I wouldn't do anything. Company mergers and things like that aren't necessarily a bad thing. They can promote growth, so it would just depend what the outcome of that is. Jeb asks, if you could own any animal as a pet in the world without consequences, what would it be? I would probably stick with my emus, but to be honest, whales seem pretty cool as well. But I don't know, maybe that's just because I watched Free Willy too many times as a kid. Larkus asks, what is your favorite Rec Room original and do you like music? My favorite Rec Room original is Royale. It's different every single game. You never know what you're going to get. And there's a lot of strategy involved. I definitely like music. I usually listen to older hip hop or artists like Nicki Minaj, Ash Nico. Martina, when did you first play Dodgeball? Yeah, I have no idea, sorry. It's probably back towards the beginning of Rec Room when I first started playing the weekly challenges. Mayho asks, are you going to ever play different games on your channel? I get asked this often, and to be completely honest, I'm just going to try and stick with Rec Room as long as I can. If you ask me the same question in a year or two, I may answer differently, but I don't even play other games in my spare time besides Rec Room. I used to play Ark on the PS4 or Spyro, but now I'm just all Rec Room. I really enjoy it that much. The Fire Pigeon asks, do you like pineapple on pizza? Yes, but I'm Canadian, so I'm allowed to feel this way without repercussions or judgment. Nobody will ever take away my pineapple on pizza. Fight me. Raspius Titan asks, what is your fave game on Rec Room and what made you want to start YouTube? My favorite game right now is definitely Royale. I'm sure you guys will see me there as I'm playing it every night. And I want to start making YouTube videos because I like the idea of being recognizable, being able to make money from home, being creative, and being a positive role model for people. Ryan, when did you start playing Rec Room? December 2020 when I got my Quest 2. Sasa, do you play on the Quest 2? And if you got another headset, what would it be? Yes, I play on the Quest 2, and if I had to get another one, I would go with the Valve Index, I think, but I'm personally waiting to see what comes out in the next year or two, if anything. I don't have any major issues with the Quest 2. Jellyfox Tales, would you look forward to being a Rec Room teacher? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean teaching MakerPen classes? In which case, no, absolutely not. I can hardly use the MakerPen. Now, if they came out with a class about teaching people to make Rec Room content, I would love to teach a class like that because I just have so much to say on the subject, so I would actually look forward to that. The Real Jolanin asked, do you have a favorite Rec Room soundtrack? It's hard for me to just pick one. I really like the Jumbotron boss music. I like the Rec Room theme song. I enjoy the old intro music from the login screen. You'll often hear various Rec Room music playing in the background of my videos because I like to just add it real quiet for ambience. TRX asks, why did you start a YouTube channel and how do you feel about your videos? I already answered the other question about why I started a channel, but in regards to the second half of your question, I feel good about my content some days and I feel bad about it on other days, which I think is normal when you spend 4 to 6 hours editing a video and watching it a solid dozen times before you publish it. You can no longer think it's the greatest thing ever because you've just seen it too many times. Overall, I do feel like my content was a bit all over the place for the first few months of my channel, so now that I'm taking it in a more concise direction, I do feel like I'm more proud of my content. And Tyrone asks, what is your favorite drink? I think people that know me are laughing right now at this question. I'm gonna go with the fact that I like tea a lot. Every single morning I start my day off with some sort of orange pico Earl Grey tea with vegan cremo and a bit of sugar, and as the day goes on I usually have a few cups of just herbal tea like chamomile, and water. You know, water is very underrated. Unpopular opinion. Well, thank you again for 2,000 subscribers, and hopefully I will reach my next milestone even faster. So let's just hope that Team Therapeutic continues to snowball. Thanks you guys for being part of the team, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.